when you hear the signs my skill has given me. As I went to the ancient throne I use for augury, the haven which I keep for every kind of bird, I hear bird noises new to me. They're crying out in furious rage and making coarse, barbaric sounds. I realized they were tearing at each other, talons stained with blood. The flapping of their wings left me no doubt. I was afraid and straightway tried to make burnt sacrifice upon an altar in full flame. But the fire god would not burn up my offerings. A dank moisture seeped from the thigh bones, trickled down onto the embers, smoked and sputtered. Gall was scattered to the air, and dripping thighs lay bare of all the fat which had concealed them. That's what this boy told me, about the failure of the rites, by which I asked for guidance and received no sign. He leads me, I lead other men. The city is diseased because of your decree. The birds and dogs are filling all our altars and our hearts with human flesh, torn from that corpse, the wretched son of Oedipus. That's why the gods will not accept our prayers and sacrifices, or the flame from offerings of burnt meat. Birds' cries will not shriek out clear signs, because they feasted on a dead man's clotted blood. Now think, my son, all human beings make mistakes, but once we have, a man regains his wisdom and is blessed, who cures the harm he's caused and does not stay unmoved. Self-will can turn out to be foolishness. Pay the dead man his dues. Do not stab one who has already perished. Is it a sign of strength to kill him once again? I'm on your side, and this is good advice. Learning from a good adviser is very pleasant if what he says brings gain.
Reverend Sir, you all shoot arrows at this man like archers at a target. I've been wounded in the past by seercraft. Many times people like you have sold me and delivered me like merchandise. Trade, make your profits how you like, in silver alloy from Sardis, if that is what you fancy, or in gold from India. You will not hide him in a tomb, not even if the eagles of Lord Zeus decide to seize his flesh and take it to their master's throne. I don't fear that pollution, so I won't permit his burial, for I am sure that no mere mortal can pollute the gods. The fall is very shameful, old Tiresias, when very clever people express shameful thoughts with eloquence for profit.
Ah, does any human being know? Does anything?
Think what? What gem of insight do you have for us?
That wisdom is most powerful of all possessions.
Folly, I think, is the most harmful.
That's the disease by which you are possessed.
I would not want to trade insults with you, prophet.
You have already, when you said my prophecies are lies.
All prophets have a love of money.
All rulers make immoral gains.
Do you not realize you are saying this about your king?
I know. With my help you have saved this city.
You are a clever prophet, but corrupt.
You will stir me to utter secrets better left alone.
Stir them, unless you speak simply to make a profit.
Is that really how I seem to you?
Just know that my resolve is not for sale.
Then learn that you won't live through very many circuits of the speeding sun before you will have given someone sprung from your own loins as corpse in payment for the corpses. You have cast someone from up here down below, outrageously confined a living soul inside a tomb, and you have withheld from the underworld a corpse who lacks his just deserts, his burial rites, his sacred dues. You have no business with him now, nor of the gods above, so you do violence to them. Therefore you will be mutilated and destroyed when you are caught by furies sent by Hades and the gods. So your own wicked deeds will catch you. Well now, consider if I speak these words because of bribery. Wait very little time, and you will hear an outcry from the men and women of your house. In hatred of you, the whole city is now stirred because the dogs have helped to bury his mangled remains. And wild beasts and winged birds, which have brought back the stench of the pollution to the city's hearths. You have provoked me. In my anger I've become an archer aiming arrows at your heart. Not one of them will miss. You won't escape the pain. Boy, take me home. He can let loose his temper against younger men. He will learn to develop a much gentler tongue and greater wisdom than he has just now.